live. Here we are, here we are, here we are. Now let's see if I can make the game do things. Hello. Hello if anybody.
Hello.
Hello if anyone's out there already. If you are, you'd be
We
really,
are
really quick.
we are live and on the air.
I hope so. Hopefully with that good stream quality, you know. Oh, your punctuation is atrocious, sir. Alright, let's see here. We got 5 people up in here already. Nice. Good afternoon, good evening, hello, good morning, potentially. It is I, CocainumRob, with my co-pilot, Bowser. And we're going to be playing, as you may hear, some Mechwarrior 5. And also, you're going to see my face.
His face.
My face. I'm actually going to have this up here right now, all myself. And apparently Dionysus is also joining us. You know, it's like he's right here too. Here, Bowser, I'll put the stream up as well, just so you can see it.
Oh, I've got you set up. I'm actually trying to sort out my microphone volume.
Okay. Okay, that's up. That's up. I can see chat. Hi, chat. Hi, people. Hi, Diggs. Hi, Aloe. Aloe's face. Yeah. So my cat Dionysus will be here as well as Bowser. And we're just gonna hop into it. I'm feeling hype. I'm having a good night. I'm gonna be playing Mechwarrior 5 modded. The Merc Deck campaign continues. We are in 3040. Yeah, we're in 3040. So like pulse lasers and the Helm memory core and ER lasers and ER PPCs all exist now. They're being made in kind of regular production in the inner sphere. So we're starting to get some of that really fun, in my opinion, fun tech. Hey, buddy. All right, Bowser, how am I looking on your end, on the stream's end?
You're looking good. You're looking. Oh, look at the kitty.
Yeah, Dionysus. Dino for short.
Oh, we Diggs has already put up an aloe.
Oh yeah, he's got that aloe up there.
Yeah, for anybody who's listening aloe did try to stream earlier, and
Yeah,
we
technical
had some technical.
difficulties. Oops.
Make a decision at the
That
last
was me
second and just
pressing
kind
the
of
wrong
cut
button.
it out.
That's what happened there. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Oh,
okay.
All right. So yeah, we're back in. We're gonna be playing some Mechwarrior 5.
We're in it to win it.
In it to win it.
We're in it to win it. We're gonna repair our mechs. I played a little bit earlier, offline obviously, and we're just gonna go back after it. We're gonna help the Curetans, and there's a reason we're gonna do that. I know it's disgusting. I understand.
They're almost as bad as Capellans.
Yeah, but it's because soon this space will be filled with something known as dirty clanners. And this space up here, I would like these guys in red to pay me very well to kill said clanners. So we're gonna be nice to them for a little while.
So we're gonna be fighting clanners that are fighting us in, you know, inner sphere mech.
Eventually. Yup.
We're not gonna actually see any clanner. Like we're not gonna see the vulture or the bad cat or.
I can neither confirm nor deny. I haven't played that far. Winku winku. Well.
Ricard.
Hey, Space.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Glad you're here.
Spess will at some point in the future likely join me as a Mechwarrior in some of these games.
Oh, I'm sure. We'll probably play some other things.
Yeah.
I imagine we'll probably at some point we might I say might torture ourselves again playing Tarkov.
Why you gotta put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby?
I gotta throw that out there.
I mean, you're probably right. To be fair, you're probably right. I'm just gonna go for the money. I don't think I'm gonna get anything that great at 31 difficulty. You'll notice that my bills every like however many days are like 2 million. It's because not because I have mechs like sitting around. It's because I have an extremely large stable of elite pilots who demand very good payment.
Well,
Which,
that's what happens.
yeah. Apparently we pay for these things based on merit in this company. You know, whatever. And it looks like I'm gonna need to bring the quick draw and the battle master. And we're gonna roll up with the King Quab people.
Are we remaking Mr. Krabs?
Oh, we have remade Mr. Krabs, and he is 375mm Gauss. A narc that I need to pull out of there because it's just kind of a meme right now. It's not really good in there. And a binary laser that I think I'm gonna downgrade to like, well, downgrade. Binary laser is like a gimmick already. It's not that good. Yeah, we have lots of practice with Marauders, me and you, Rikar. The binary laser, it's fun, but it's not like practical. Probably replace it with a pulse of some sort.
How's this 3R doing?
The 3R is freaking amazing, and I am quite stocked up on APDS ammo. So that'll likely come out in the next mission, because I really do enjoy using it. I just need to swap pilots, and you'll see that some things have changed, because we have, once again, updated our mod pack. So we have pilot affinities as well, and also Texas characters very slowly getting better. Very, very, very slowly getting better. But yeah, so like pilots you'll see some people with affinities now, and it will just make them more or less effective if they are proficient with a specific mech. It's not a lot. It's not like game breaking.
This is awesome.
Hey Thorax, yeah, we're back streaming with a little bit of Mechwarrior 5.
What's all this then?
Yes, Diggs, you are famous.
Yeah, you're one of my better. Well, not one of my better ones right now. You're one of my better ballisticians. So you're very good to have with Gauss rifles. But we're still working on training up some of your other skills. But you are here as well. There is a Bowser character that I simply haven't renamed yet in here.
That's okay. I understand.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. I don't always sit down and take the time until some of the guys in the Legion like actually come on and join a match with me or something like that. But let's see.
Well, I'm still getting used to the mod pack as it has changed very frequently.
Yeah, you haven't played it a lot.
No. It's just I respect the level of detail that some of the mods have done, especially getting into the like ammunition.
Yeah, where I have it like counting every bullet.
Yeah, like that's fine. I mean, like sometimes you don't want to play tabletop in a first-person shooter, but there's other times you do. So it's one of those things that it's going to take some time for me to get used to.
Yeah, and I'm pretty happy with it. I really enjoy the complexity that's been added. Thorax, what's all this then? This is my birthday stream. Hello, welcome.
It's his birthday.
It's my birthday. I'll cry if I want to.
Eventually, you will need to fall back to the
we're just gonna go around this little caldera here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
As I always say, happy Escape the Womb Day.
Escape day.
Escapa the Womb Day.
Where are you, little man?
That's a good. I'm happy that you used that term. That is a proper term.
Defilade? Yes.
Yeah.
I am in fact the smart. Oh, I missed both of those. But now he's narked, and he's about to have a very bad time. Narked,
you get narked on.
Yeah, get narked on. Get dead. Pull. Oh, you are adorable. Dead. Also dead. It's just a delete button. I love this thing. Oh, I didn't even. I just looked at him.
Deleted.
Delete.
See, I'm watching on the stream, so I'm actually a couple of seconds behind you.
Yeah, you're
So
a
you're
bit
saying-
behind. Is the stream running good? Like it's smooth?
Oh yeah, it's smooth.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. I'm gonna be asking periodically because I made some internet changes at home here. So I'm just gonna be checking with you on like how's the quality? Is it smooth? Good frames? You know, you're gonna hear me saying it a few times, guys.
Hi, Kathy.
Kathy, what's up, my friend? You did get here on time. We just started. Welcome,
Yes.
welcome to Happy Birthday
Got the
vibes.
Osborne's attention.
Dompy Robots, the birthday edition has just begun.
Yeah, I'm feeling very hyped up. I had a really good day. My wife just like treated the shit out of me. Like just gave me an amazing birthday. So I'm just like feeling happy, spreading the love, you know, hanging out.
In sight.
It feels good.
It feels good.
Feels good. We're gonna take this.
Target destroyed.
Oh shit! We have unknown mech forces who are here because of that coyote pilot. That particular pilot is wanted by assassins. So occasionally, when you field him, assassins show up to try to hurt you. So that's going to be some extra resistance that we did not necessarily plan on having present.
Wow, these mods make this crazy.
Right? Oh, look at
Just
you.
a little.
I forgot that partisan was there for a second. Got very distracted by mech parts. Oh, that arm's gone. Oops.
Enemy reinforcements
Where's the rest?
spotted in the area.
I
They
just
look like
walked
they're
through that was
heading
making
your
that
way.
wobble like that. Jeebus. Stop it. Stop it. Hey. Knock it off. There you go. Alright, where go fly thingies? No, not quite. No? Really? Oh, no, that doesn't go high enough. Alright. There we go, that clipped him. But I am having a hard time with this Igor. But now he's in laser range, so there. I can't see this one, but I'm gonna assume you're right about here. That's you. There you go. Oh look, more people. More targets. You guys get that one.
Congratulations, you are in a target-rich environment.
Yeah, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate this. Oh, his rotor's gone. Boop. Oh, didn't get to that one. He's just like, shoot, yo.
Hey, Cake Boss.
Cake Boss, what up?
The shooty bang bang goes. I don't know, Rob. How are you saying? How's the shooty bang bang?
Incredibly satisfying. Full.
Yes. We're playing Scheme with next.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Very, very satisfying. Very, very happy. Happy day. And also we just started. Like this is match 1. Not only is this match 1, I'm like actually just turbo happy my cat's with me right now. Just like, man,
Yeah,
great
little
day.
orange ball up on the corner of the chair.
Yeah.
That's just like using you. You're using him as a headrest. He's using you as a.
Yeah, he's got his butt on my neck right now, and I'm fine with it because he is the sweetest of boys. As mentioned, his name is Dionysus. He is a orange tabby male Maine Coon mix. If anybody's wondering, if anybody cares, everybody's like, tell about cat.
Him's the sweetest boys.
I'm a pet fiend. I love pets. So,
Well, you know,
I
my
have-
best friend is
huh?
lying on the couch next. So
Oh yeah, you like Bowser has the most bestest doggo. Tally, she's the sweetest girl.
she's my sweet little baby.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do without her.
Nothing probably.
Cake Boss says, "Tell Dionysus I say hi."
Oh, Kickboss says hi, buddy. He said hi. Yeah, he is.
You take
I
your
think
head
he's
off the mouse
I think he's
and scratch
asleep. I think he might have just fallen asleep here. I haven't been in here all day, and he is relegated to like a couple rooms right now. He's in kitty quarantine. Ooh, that's a machine gun. Double shot. He's in kitty quarantine, so he he hasn't had a lot of company, so he is just very needy right now. Yeah, he's getting
looks like
there.
he's dozing
I'm pretty
off
sure he's
without-
getting there. I'm just nuzzling him with my hand.
Tally's just in the range where I can reach over and give her a pat and scratch his butt.
I mean, they're always like just in range. They know what's up. They're like, if I want pets, I gotta be right about here.
I can't be 5 feet from the dog. The dog will follow me everywhere.
Same.
And I don't keep bacon in my pocket either, so.
Yeah, with 4 cats, like, they just hover, and I'm totally cool with it. Done. Oh, plane? Thing? Hello? Fly boy. There you are. You guys get that one. I'll
Recon reports additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander.
Oh really? Additional forces? Oh no. Pirate forces. Hired mercs. That has a Bithian. Now it has nothing.
So Kickboss has a Flame Point Siamese mix.
Oh.
My family thinks he's part ragdoll. He's adorable, but apparently dumb as bricks. But you know, that's Tally.
You can't always have it all. You know. Looks and talent are like a rare mix. All right. Like, I mean, I have it, but you know, not everyone can have such a thing.
Tally is smart, but she's also dumb because she just is always eager to please.
She's not dumb. She is smarty.
She is smart, but she is also dumb. She's quite dumb. Dumb.
How is this thing still alive?
Kickboss says his cat please fetch.
This particular kite does not. He doesn't do a lot of tricks or anything. He is a rehome. I do rescues. I don't like go to breeders or anything. So he's a rehome. He's having some trouble in his former home. Not from the owners. They're great people. Just he was struggling. It just wasn't a good fit for him. So I took him in because I am, you know, easily swayed. Oh, thank you. I can't say no to a floofy cat. People, no problem. Cat, nope.
Yeah. I meet dogs on the street. I'm just like, hello.
Yeah, will you be my friend? Will you be my friend? Man, where are these enemies? Oh, they're fighting over there. That's why. I'm like, where are all these enemy forces? And I'm like, 2 of 4, 17 of 19. Oh shit, they're trying to kill each other. That's pirates and enemies. Yeah, I have 4 shelter kitties. 4 shelter kitties. And I love them all to bits. They're all super well behaved too. Like, oh my gosh, it's great. We're just gonna wander over here and be like, hey guys, what you doing in your little clubhouse? Keep grabbing my nose because my nose hurts a little bit. I'm sorry. Is my live actually working too? Like my live cam mouse?
Yeah,
Okay.
You're working. Everything's good to go. The
I haven't
technical
used
issues
this
earlier.
much. Yeah. I know we did. And we apologize. You know, Aloe.
Well,
I was like,
I mean, I actually had come up to the booth and was trying to help Al as much as I could. Alu really wanted to stream, guys. For anybody watching, like he really wanted to stream.
He wants to hang out. He wants to run some stuff. He really loves Hard Space Shipbreakers, so we hope.
Yeah.
We sincerely hope he'll be able to bring you that shortly or like soon.
Yeah. He was frustrated, but you know, like it's one of those things.
We'll figure it out. Did you wedge yourself in here, you little cicada? You. Bye bye. Sorry. Continue.
That one's history.
Oh no, I was just saying, like Aloe, you know, like if you're watching the stream later, Aloe, or if you're watching this, you know, we love you. And
We're gonna make it work, baby.
We're gonna make it work, and everything's gonna be okay. Every little thing.
No, I know how it is too with like the technical difficulties. Ow, he has an artillery piece. Stop it. Stop.
Kickboss says, I was unable to get his sister as well on account of paperwork. Only reason my landlord would allow a pet is if it was a companion animal.
That sucks, dude. I'm very, very fortunate and lucky that I do not have to rent and do landlording, deal with that anymore.
Well, I've got a story, but
consume BLP. That sounds like a sandwich I would eat. Ooh,
bacon, lettuce, and potato.
Holy crap! Huh?
Bacon, lettuce, and potato.
I would eat that. A bacon lettuce. Like, what if you had like a supreme baked potato, but as a sandwich, with like the bacon and everything. But
So
and the cheese, the sour cream, the chives, you know.
I had a party I went to one time, and the theme of the party was bacon themed. You had to make a bacon dish. Now, the object of it was to make a decent bacon dish. It wasn't to be grotesque. It wasn't to be obscene or anything like
Look,
that.
I mean, it's really hard to mess up bacon.
You got a point, but there are some things that are like, it's like, oh, we're gonna just bacon flavored everything, right? So
Yeah.
one of the big things that I really like, I love something called potato skin.
Oh, dude, I love potato skins.
I love potato skins too. Some people don't know how to make. Some people consider potato boats potato skins, and I disagree with that.
Oh, we got a thing. Neo Venom Zarakai. I'm sorry if I have not said that correctly, but thank you.
Neo-Venom Zarakai.
Welcome. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thanks, boss. Thank you very much.
Ooh, rifleman somewhere. Hello, where are you? You're worth
So anyways, what I had done is I had, instead of making potato skins, I made what was called bacon skin.
bacon. Ooh, okay.
So I layered a sliced. I took a bunch of potatoes and I sliced them, and then I layered them in bacon, and then the cheese and the olives, or not the olives, the onion tops and stuff like that. On top of them with cheese and all that.
Sounds so good.
It was kind of like a
I'm
bacon
gonna need a
casserole.
midnight snack. I'm about to like go full dough, put a piece of pizza on top of a piece of pizza. You
Oh,
know?
that's delicious. I might actually go do that myself.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm just like,
Unfortunately, I live in the boonies, and all the pizza shops around me have been closed for hours.
I mean, mine have too, and I don't live in the boonies. Fun soup recipe. All right. Baked potato soup, like, because I'd eat that. I love potato soup. Holy cow. I should probably just go back in there. Oh, no, wait. My ammo is, like, still fine. Whatever. We're just going to... Oh, that was another big
Oh,
fart.
we got Vicar 86.
Vicar 86, thank you for the sub. I'm just hearing like the farts in my ears because they're Tom farts, and I'm just like, oh, something happened. Off the store. Okay. Yes, 6 months at tier 1. Holy cow. Vicar, this person, I'm sorry, maybe man, maybe woman, I don't know, is in it for the long haul.
Well, welcome to the WBPL.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy your
TV station.
Your underpants will soon be turned to black pants in no time flat.
Yeah, you will go through the stages of pants. Wait, is there something I want? Did you guys bring in anything cool? Oh, what is that? Oh, never mind. It's just a charger. Meh. We're gonna leave.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kickbass. I'm actually catching up to what you're saying. So first, get a couple cans of cream of chicken soup. I like where you're going.
Yeah, I'm down for
Get
this.
those started stovetop.
Vicar's gunning for the black pants. Nice. Okay.
Oh, first time we got a first time chat too from Neo Venom
our
Zero.
new follow.
I had to take a break from Mechwarrior 5. I'm on the final part of a 4-part mission where you have to recover a nuke. I don't see how you can beat it. It's very rage-inducing. Yes, I agree with you. This game is very rage-inducing.
I just blow things up. I don't know what you're talking about. But I haven't had a mission like that, admittedly. I could... Oh, movement. I'm sorry, buddy. Hello. Alright. What do you want me to do, little man? Oh, no. He's like, I'm a little warm now. Because now he's like going and sitting on the windowsill. Yeah, no, I guess I feel that, like, especially when I was playing vanilla, that could definitely be like a whole ass move right there. But
Yeah.
At least with Merc Tech, I feel like I'm better and more confident in the game, and not only that, but like your AI pilots are more confident, so you don't get that level of bullshit as often, I will say. You're still gonna get that level of bullshit, but you know. I'm looking at this, boiling, tossing a couple packets of chicken top.
Yeah, I'm watching Cake. Like I'm not responding, but I'm watching this and I'm
You're
like,
writing
I
it
better get
down.
a.
You're writing
I
it
might
down.
might get a notebook and just like that's something else we want to do on the channel too. Is like
A little bit of
we
cooking
talked to a
stuff.
couple little bit of cooking, some meat space
Let's keep
cooking.
that. Let's keep that secret. Let's make
Oh,
that fun for when it gets scheduled. We'll keep that a
oh,
surprise.
all
It's
right.
gonna be
Well,
good. It's gonna be
all right.
oh, you gonna it's gonna make you hungry too. That's for dang sure.
We'll just I'll take that back. I'll. It's a secret
Just
again.
slurp it back in.
I just slurped it back in. That's a
Oh,
secret. Don't tell anybody.
oh. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh, garlic. Fudge. Garlic. Kai, what up?
Thanks, Kai. Nice
Thank
to
you.
see you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Keep talking, cake. Yes. Yes. Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
Delicious, delicious food.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm about to be so hungry. Whenever this stream does stop, I'm gonna get a snack.
I'm not gonna lie. I might get up and grab a snack
You're
myself.
gonna take a break, yeah. Take 5 food break. Let's see here. Let's see. Excuse me. Double excuse me. Wow, ramen and scat. Whoever would have thought that this would be a whole system, one whole system name. Jesus. Oh,
Yes, Kai, the snackening.
the snacking. Yeah, no, I won't be stopping. I'm not gonna grab food and take a break for all that with the stream up. That would be very rude. You know, I do have my hydration items, but that's it.
What are you talking about, Rob? All the top streamers eat on stream.
Well, then I'm never gonna be a top streamer.
Neo Venom Zerakai says, you do get reinforcements, but it's a while between each wave.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, you're fighting off wave after wave of enemy tanks, aircraft, and mechs.
So I will say this. I'll show you this right now with the current. We're running with the Merktech mod pack. I don't know if we have it pinned or anything somewhere, but it's a full mod pack that changes like a bunch of things, and then we have like 10 or 12 other mods that we use on top of it. And I'll show you my options in the mod options. We actually have a orbital drop AR, and instead of you getting aircraft, oh god, that does look good. Instead of you getting air support by like a an airstrike, we actually get, you know, drop fees that aren't multiplied, but it enables an orbital drop, and I have the drop composition to be a standard normal mech lance with ground support. So whenever I take air support, I actually get allies. I get reinforcements instead, and it enforces the introduction dates of like all the mechs and stuff, and then I put them in like hazard colors so that I can tell who I'm not supposed to kill.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oop, take that away.
Speaking cursed Cake Boss, you're talking about cursed recipes. I told Tex a recipe because you know I call this like poor person's cooking or like home cooking. When you know we have a talk about this at Legion every once in a while of some of the things that we've all eaten that we had to when it like times are rough. But one of the things that
Yeah, we have.
yeah, one of the things that I did, and I still make it to this day. I'm in Canada, so we have craft dinner up here. You guys call it craft dinner mac and cheese. We just call it craft dinner.
It's
So you
still
make a
mac
couple
and
of
cheese. It's
oh yeah,
powdered mac and cheese.
it is. It is. You make a couple of boxes of that, and then you fry up some loose hamburger, and you mix it together with a little bit of salt and pepper and stuff like that. And it's like poor person's. It's poor person's
hamburger helper.
Hamburger helper.
I love hamburger helper. Oh my gosh, like so much. Oh, it's a half ammo bin for that. I was like, huh. God, I love hamburger helper, but I don't even feel like craft and beef is like a poor person's hamburger helper, because at that point, you season it up, you do whatever you're gonna do to it, and it's like, to my eyes, to my brain, it's all kind of the same thing, you know. Bachelor
So,
food for real.
Yeah. So Vicar 86. I made tiak guk. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Tonight, ground beef, green onions, bone broth, rice cake, Japanese omelet egg, drop egg, whites, sesame soda.
Oh,
That
sounds
actually
so
sounds delicious.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, Kai, bachelor food. Yeah, it's yeah. Essentially, yes. It's a bachelor. I'm a bachelor. I still eat bachelor.
I'm a bachelor. I eat like a bachelor. I'm not a bachelor, and I eat like a bachelor. Whatever. And my wife's cool with it too. She's like, "What are you
Vic,
eating?" And I'm just like,
Vicar says
"Dumbass.
this soup fucks.
This soup fucks. This soup fucks." That's funny. I liked that. That was funny. Thank you. Guiding
Yeah,
light.
and yes,
Nice.
Kai, hazard colors for the we shouldn't shoot these assholes.
Yeah. No, you are correct. It's easier to look and be like orange, yellow, and black. Like that's not something I'm supposed to shoot than it is to be like, oh, that's a friendly target.
Cake Boss, I mean, if you want to write up, I had a friend who, for a Valentine's Day gift to his wife, um, got her to write like a journal, and then he professionally had it like done up as a recipe book. Like she would write down all of her baking, that,
That's
and it got
impressive.
so yeah, it got so popular amongst their family that even people like outside of their family were all asking for a copy. So if you want to, if that's something that you're interested in, if you want to write up a recipe book, do it because you want to know something. If your friends like your cooking and they're like, hey, how did you make that? You just go, here's the recipe book. Go
Oh,
have
you
fun.
can like you can have like that's like Christmas gifts for the next 7 years.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know, you can get some really good kudos from your friends for that one too. My mom actually wrote up a little cookbook, like a family cookbook, and it's really good. It's like it, you know, when you just have that like home cooking that feels right because like it's just the recipe mama used to make, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there you go. Chocolate chip
yeah,
cookies.
yeah.
Um,
That's great. Venom was saying if he could get one of the mechs that has 4 large energy hard point, he'd shred that level. He thinks
that
because
would
he's
be
got 4
that would
max
be
level
one way to do it
PPCs.
for sure.
Hey man, go get an awesome.
It's only got 3.
The only well, at the same time, the only thing that could beat an awesome is another awesome.
I
We made Cake Boss hungry.
I mean, well, of course we did. Because I'm hungry right now. It's killing me on the inside.
A little
Um,
bit.
but yeah, my mom put together a little like a family cookbook, and she got it like bound up and everything. So I've got like all her recipes and such.
My sister has all my grandmother's
Ooh,
recipes. So
yeah.
like, and the thing is like my grandmother is Acadian, and so there's a lot of Acadian dishes.
Stuff you don't get very often, that's for sure.
No, and like, so I'm constantly calling her up and be like, hey, what was the recipe for this or that or the other thing? And one of these days, I'm just gonna have to grab grab a photocopy or something and just copy all of the recipes, put it into my own cookbook.
Yeah. No, and that's what's in the one that I'm talking about too. It's just like they're talking about story things. It's one of those things where she's got like my grandmother's recipes, her recipes, my aunt's recipes, so you get like the best of the family stuff in there. It's real good, real good. We are in the 3R if you've been looking. At this point, we're in the 3R.
The location of the town on your map. If we hurry, we may still have a chance to save him.
No.
We're at target location.
I'm like,
I think Ricar's a little.
huh?
Yeah, I think Ricar's a little jealous. You know, apparently you got the
Oh yeah.
supercharger working.
Well, the superchargers always work on.
Right now, your only line of defense against these
The superchargers always work on the client side. It's unfortunate that with the mod, you can't use superchargers if you join someone like a friend's game. Excuse you, Vulcan. Oh, that was where your arm. Oh no, I was just a little bit off. Like, is he already losing his arm? No. Well, eat some UAC. You're not gonna like that. I love that. Just pop, 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 pop.
Forces continuing to converge on your location.
Yes,
Feels
auto
real
cannons
good.
are awesome.
Oh, feels real good. Yeah, but I was just saying, Neo Venom, if you are playing in vanilla, that might be your only choice. But at least with like the modded stuff that I'm playing, there's like this whole mod dedicated to do you rather have reinforcements? And the answer is a resounding yes. Like, you know, it's better than one airstrike, a Jaeger mech, a Centurion, a Demolisher, like all dropping down, and they're like, "Hi, we're friends," and you're like, "Yes."
The blue gentleman has just showed up. Hey, how's it
Jen,
going, brother?
What's up? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work, Recar. It's unfortunate that we can't get it to work for us if you're not client, or if you're not the, or if you're a client, not the host. That's what I was trying to say. Bop, bop. Oh, that little. There, one of those got him.
Yes, it is Rob's birthday.
It is my
He
birthday. Thank
It's
you.
his birthday.
I'll cry if I want to. You get back here. There we go. Gosh, that thing was just getting away from me. Oh, I can't even see this thing. This tiny little locust running around. Just want to get bopped on the head. Happy birthday. Yep. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I had a very good one. Best one I've had in years, by far. I can't get in there.
I'll be right back, Rob.
Are you
the
abandoning me
hydration.
for snacks? Just saying.
No, yeah, I am. I'll be right back.
Okay. No, yeah, I am. At least the man admits it. Man of class and honor, that Bowser. Oh, that's ammo going up. Fuck that noise. Where'd you go? Come here. Everyone else, shoot him. Oh, that's a whip. Okay, that was not an invitation, Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, both of you need to stop it. I'm whipping real hard. I can tell I'm making a face too. I'm like, you are too close to me. Stop it. Oop, he gone. These pilots, they're backing me up real good. I'm doing a very poor job, and they are not. Oh, somebody's got their machine gun firing. That's one of the new machine gun audios for the hopper-fed machine gun, the Sperry brand. Melee can chili is surprisingly good. Nice. Oh, that time I got him. Class and ass. The mod pack, yeah, we've made it, we posted a few times. I'm not, I don't have it on hand right this minute. I'm trying to think. Bulk, one of our Legion friends, had posted the zip for us. And I'm not sure if that made it into like the channel description somewhere or something, but we've put that out. Like we've said like these are all the mods you get from Nexus. You have to like mess with the load order a little bit. But yeah, we can figure out a way to put that back up.
All right,
Probably wouldn't
I'm
bother
back.
coming back.
I got cookies.
Don't eat me like you savage. I mean, I totally would be too, but like,
But it's a cookie. I can't help it.
Oh, there's a plane here. Little Igor. Oh, now there's not. And did I miss? Did I hit him? Oh no, that's a little off to the side. Behind that hill. Get up here. Quit flying low, son gun.
Cake Boss, you sound like you're not feeling well, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pete. Although that is a good snack. I would eat that as a snack.
I mean, it is a healthy option.
Yeah. You know,
But,
saltines and burners. Saltines and regular burners, that's the jam. That's a good snack. Ooh, why are you still here, Mr. Oh, he just got away. I think I hit his, yeah, I hit his front armor.
Oh, you can hear me opening a can of pop for hydration. Sorry about that, guy.
You got that soda.
Sorry, I'm Canadian. It's pop.
Ugh. Stop it. You might as well be in the Midwest. How dare you? I cannot hit this thing.
Don't you know it?
Don't you know it? Oh, that was a building. We were supposed to defend that. That office building. Nobody works there now, that's for sure.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More
What
hostiles.
is this? Oh, LRMs. What are you? You're a Scorpion
Yep.
light tank? Okay.
Yes, confused guy. What you are seeing on the screen right here is the real CocainumRob, whom
Yes.
you might have
Hi.
seen on the BPL channel,
Yes.
suffering.
Well, then I was, yeah. When I was on the BPL, yes. In that particular video, absolutely suffering, yes. Just walking over toward these guys. Oh, you're still alive.
Cake Boss, what you're telling me is that everybody in Canada is from Utah. Oh, great.
Oh wait, no, he wasn't. It just lined up really well. That wasn't alive. I was just shooting something dead. Oopsie. You guys get that Vulcan. They're hiding from me. I don't want to get pooped on. I have now realized that I don't have a repair station here, and that I have just been playing like I've had one this whole time, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. And I'm like just over halfway through the mission.
Has the what do you call it? The chocolate one dropped yet?
The what?
The spicy chocolate one that you did?
No, that's gonna be a while.
Okay.
That will not be seen for quite some time.
The bully, yes, the one chip challenge was painful.
Super.
But it
painful.
only went downhill.
I'm not
from
good
there.
at spicy. And then we did it again, but with something worse. And you'll find out about that someday. Like, way worse. Oh, let me just get that last arm. Son of a bitch. There we go. Let's see here. Vulcan again. They brought a lot of Vulcans to this fight.
Look. We're sorry about Justin Bieber. It's to leave the audience and actually treasure a lot of people like.
Wait, why are we apologizing for Justin Bieber now? Oh, I see what he said. I see what he said. I'm just like, wow, that escalated quickly.
Well, let's let's get one thing right straight. Rob's the masochist. I wouldn't do the one chip challenge.
I didn't. You know what? It was for a good cause. I stand by what I've done. I don't care. Let's see here. There's still 2 tanks up here somewhere. Good sized serving of chili. Good, nice. That sounds good. I too could go for food. I'm like feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I could eat 7 snacks of varying proportion.
Vicar, I haven't had a good piece of cornbread in a long time.
Oh, dude. Oh God, cornbread. Like Southern Comfort cornbread. There is nothing better. God, I love that UAC. It is so pretty.
Yeah, I'm from Eastern Canada, so tea biscuits.
I love good cornbread. Gotta get that good Southern cornbread. With some of my mother's homemade strawberry jam. I know that's like, hey, talking about mama again. Oh, it's so good.
Cake Boss, if you're not careful, will sharpen the gates at it.
Stop it. No fighting with the audience. Do you guys hear
Not fighting
Bowser?
with
Do I need to turn him up? Anybody?
No, thank you. I can myself coming.
Okay, cool.
I turned my. I have been messing with my my volume.
Okay.
Loud.
Oh, I didn't hit him. Damn. Oop. Here, you guys take that one.
I'm on it. Let's take that tank apart.
There's a little bit of shooting. Rootin', tootin', and shooting. The funny thing is that the graphics don't matter when you have the game in, like,
Black and white mode.
yeah, thermal mode.
Apparently, Cake Boss does not like cornbread at all.
Oh! Is it because it's dry? That's gonna be like my first guess. It's like, it's because it's dry in it.
Could be. I don't know. I don't mind cornbread, but
I love
gotta
it.
be good.
I will do some things for cornbread, that's for sure.
Thorax is basically a war criminal because he doesn't like when he lives in the South.
Jalapeno cornbread is best cornbread? Yeah, depends. I think some of the best cornbread that I've ever had have been jalapeno. This is the cornbread stream now. This is just, hey, welcome to the cornbread stream.
See Wednesday nights, Mechwarrior 5 and cornbread.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have some. So if you're familiar with the Midwest or Michigan, you'll have heard of a brand called Jiffy. And Jiffy has a pre-made cornbread mix that I like fix up with some extra sugar, some extra spices, some extra go away. Just some extra stuff. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of cinnamon actually. It is so good.
The confused one has this has got to be official.
Side
enjoy this.
cornbread.
Side cornbread.
Oh, that
yes.
side cornbread's so good. It'll make you kill yourself.
Commander, she's the only family I have left. So I beg you, help me bring her home.
I've got the coordinates, Commander. We're good
Get
to
some
go
hydration in there.
whenever you're ready.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
It didn't look like a water bottle.
Don't ask. I can see. Yeah, I've never had Argo Vicar. I like Jiffy. Jiffy's from really close to me, so like, it's like a hometown thing, kind of. Yeah. Oh, we got 3 million. Like a whole bunch of other stuff too. We'll just take, I guess, all that. That thing got no parts left. Take a max level LRM and a 90mm AC-10. Yep. That's a small AC-10 actually. That's like really small. So that should have like a really high fire rate too. That could be interesting if we have anything that I need an AC-10 on, to be perfectly honest. Excuse me. Broke 1,000 on damage. Feels good. But the nice thing is that, like, I can break 1,000 damage, and my AI pilots with all the mods that we've put together, like.
Hi, that's a really good. That is actually a really good way of doing.
Oh damn!
Sorry.
I need to read that in a minute. The nice thing is that they can keep up with damage. They'll do 300, 400 damage. Anyway. Yes.
Sorry.
What is
here
this?
we are clearly having a food conversation in the chat.
That's fine. That's what the chat's for. That's what the chat's for. Talk about food and stuff. Pass it on to everyone. Hitting once a minute. Yeah, we kind of. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's what we kind of do. Or we're starting to do. Like, I have mine, and now we will add like we have like a cheeseburger casserole that my wife makes. It's so good, and it's cauliflower based. We're gonna add that in there.
I used to make a well, my mom used we've always called it spaghetti bake.
Yeah.
Basic spaghetti.
I can't hear you. You need to turn your volume up, Mr. Bowser.
trying to balance it out. Thought I was loud.
No, I can barely hear you. I'm a struggling.
Okay, how's that?
That's better. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no, that's basically what we've been doing, and like I have it now, and then like my son will get it like when he's probably 18 or something.
Cake Boss is saying is a little.
Oh, is it still? Okay. I mean, when I'm in battle, yeah, that's probably correct. We'll bring this down to like 14. Hit apply. Time to kill some of these fuckers.
Don't be robots.
Stomp it, robots. There, that'll be lower. Hopefully that works for you guys. I know I probably have my own like headset balanced weird, so like it sounds probably totally different to everybody else. We're gonna do something that's new to the mod pack called an ICT, Integrated Combat Turn, and it replaces 200 armor and your ammo for a slight increase in expense, but to do it all faster. But since we took so little damage, you know, this one didn't take more than like 90 damage or something. It's gonna make it so it takes 0 days, and then the mechs get the armor and the ammo bins topped off. And it's really nice because then you can go in with the same mechs or whatever on a mission, and it's really useful in missions, the multi-mission contracts when you're really successful. Oh, okay. Thorax is having some Dawn of War 2 fun. That does sound like a good time. Yeah, Cake Boss, that's correct. That's correct. I heard that too. Oh, spaghetti. Have you never had spaghetti bake, Kai? Ooh, find a good recipe for that. That's some good stuff.
I'm actually, I was going to reply to him in chat, but I'll tell you. So the way that we make it.
Send him a whisper, man. Like, give him that recipe.
Well, it's a simple recipe. It's just you take spaghetti, you make the spaghetti, you mix your noodles and sauce together. Put a layer of noodles and sauce.
Yeah.
Add a layer of cheese. Put a layer of noodles and sauce, and a layer of cheese.
There you go.
Delicious.
Now I'm wanting spaghetti. So if you didn't know about this, I want spaghetti bad. And like there's a place in Detroit called Mom's Spaghetti, and it's owned by Eminem. It has some pretty good spaghetti. It's not like perfect, but it's pretty good spaghetti. And I really like it. Now I'm just like, man, I could go for some Mom's Spaghetti. That's a long way though. I gotta go a long ass way to get that. Fair enough, Cakebot. I'm just talking about like I like the spaghetti.
Kathy's got Tiny Tina's Wonderland going on in the background. I haven't played.
Oh, that's on my list. That's like on my
I haven't played Borderlands 3 yet, and I actually want to get.
We should do that together. We should do that offline. We should do that one together. You and I.
I think I might. Kai, yes, it is similar to lasagna.
Yeah,
you could probably throw in like sausage slices, or ground up sausage, or even hamburger it and make it delicious.
God, we're both gonna be so hungry right now.
Oh my god, I'm salivating.
Yeah, I'm just
The cookies might not be enough.
I may need to increase my cookie intake. This thing runs too hot, so I am reconfiguring it a little bit. I'm gonna run the risk of pulling some ammo, which could bite my ass very hard. Simply to get in a few more heat sinks, because I think I need them. So we'll just do this on the fly. We'll put protos in because they're worth less than actual doubles. But we're gonna put in like one of our really good double strength heat sinks too. So. Oh, chopped chorizo. Good night, Vicar. Thank you. Thank you.
Good night, man. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the follow. All that good stuff.
We do appreciate it. Vicar subbed. Vicar, I think he was
Yes.
already.
Oh.
They were already following.
Yeah. Cake Boss, yes, I did know that you can make some very fluffy eggs in the microwave.
Fluffy
My friend
microwave
used to make.
eggs.
I used to hate it. My
Thank you,
friend
Vicar.
used to make them, and I would walk in the morning and it would be stinking of this like microwaved eggs. And be like, oh, I hate you so much.
I mean, that's kind of like heating up fish, right? Like it's just like, doesn't sound great. We're gonna put
You
Colonel
used to put
Spessdog in.
Colonel
One of our
Spetsdog.
friends, Colonel Ricard. Who do I want to have in here? We haven't renamed this guy yet. Captain Wally. Or this one, Captain Luis Fenstrom.
Ooh, Captain Wally.
Captain Wally. Do you
I
want to be Captain Wally?
I nominate. My father's name was Wally.
Oh, this is Bowser's character now. I'll have to rename it Captain Bowser or something then.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah, this will be. He's one of my better guys. He got a 58 total, and he hasn't been trained yet at all, so I can probably really bump him up. We're gonna pull the quick draw because these missions are actually starting to get like substantial. And we're gonna put in the Warhammer here, and instead of the Marauder D, I think I'm gonna have somebody pilot the King Quab. Just because they tend not to miss very much when they have this skill level, which
Keep
is
your hands off my Quab. I break your hand.
Yeah, I break your hands. I'm actually gonna put you in the King Quab, because no one else has gotten to pilot this yet because I guard it jealously. And also these two have existing affinity for these mechs. So
I hope the character that you just created for me is up to the task.
yeah, well, hopefully it's not like Bulk's character who exploded. Mission 1. Oh! He's Scrom. Oh yeah, no, that's Proto Scromble. That's some Two Worlds Scromble. Confused one.
Confused one. Yes, I've seen that happen as well. Eggs exploding in the microwave. Cake Boss has named his Carnage King Crab Crabbius the Mighty.
Nice. I just like to call mine Mr. Krabs because I'm a gigantic fan of SpongeBob. Like, it's very dumb, but can't help it. Oh, this is a fucking beachhead mission. All right.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad that they didn't get rid of these.
Oh my god, I couldn't imagine them doing that. Like, these are super fun. That would be so weird.
Except for when you're getting artillery to wrap it back.
Ah, it's not that bad. And there's such a bad dust storm right now, like in the game, that we're just gonna be in thermal mode because otherwise I don't think I'm gonna be able to see anything.
I don't understand how you can see anything.
What do you mean?
Well, they've got to adjust their thermal mode because that's not how thermals actually look.
Look,
it's
future
close.
thermals.
It's very, very well. Future thermals, even still,
don't
it's
you
very, very
grognard
close.
me?
I will grognard you on the.
Oh, don't grognard on me. Oh, this is close. How are you alive? Come here. Oh, well, now you're not. Bully snake.
Ah!
The
Bully.
itch. Ew. I'm sure they make a cream for that nowadays.
Yes. Several, actually. Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, okay. That's all the info I ever needed on that matter. Stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Let's see here. Yeah, this is what it's like without the thermal, and I am not a fan right now. But we will go. We can go into like a orange hot.
Kai saying that he likes the beachhead mission because it gives a reason that the masked hero dragon has a place at all times up his sleeve.
That's fair. That's fair.
At least till he gets a supercharged badge.
I would think so. Oh, the masked hero dragon. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only dragon that I really like. I fielded one for a while in this campaign, and it's just feels so anemically underpowered to me. You know, it's just like tough.
I don't
It's a
mind
medium
the
mech.
dragon. Yeah, but
it's like a solid medium mech, but I don't always want a solid medium mech, you know. Let's see here, that might be better.
Considering that my favorite era in the Mechwarrior or BattleTech setting is the just after like the FedCom Civil War, the lead up to the FedCom Civil War and just after the FedCom Civil War. Some of my favorite mechs that I would love to see in this, that I would like to do beachheads and stuff like that, would be like the Hellspawn and the Chimera.
I think some of those might beat in or are on the docket for Merc-Tech, because they've done a lot, and like you guys will start to see it, and I don't talk about it much because I would like it to be like, you know, a fun surprise kind of. But you're gonna see some very interesting mechs. There. Ones that you probably would not have seen for quite some time in just BattleTech like FPS stuff.
Well, the last time I saw a Chimera that was in a standalone Mechwarrior game was Mechwarrior 4 Mercenary. By far my favorite Mechwarrior.
Some people still think that's the best one. Because of how this game is now modded, I disagree. But I can fully understand that stance, and like, you know, I can't really disagree with it either.
Cake Boss is asking if Merc-Tech ports MWO assets to the roster on top of the weapons and loadout overhauls.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I really am not. I don't know where those were. Uh-oh, I'm getting shelled.
I played Mechwarrior 3 as well, Cake Boss. I liked it, don't get me wrong. But Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries held special place.
I think they'll end up being very subjective.
That's pretty much
like which one's a person's favorite. It's very like, it's very hard to answer objectively. My favorite was 2.
Yeah, you said that you got a lot of memory.
Yeah, like it is nostalgia, but it's also like complexity at the time too. It's like really, really good, because it was, you know, it was still such a novel thing to like have this FPS like simulatory mech game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get spicy now.
Yeah, Cake Boss, that was, if I'm not mistaken, that's the start of Merc-Tech. Merc-Tech started with Mechwarrior 4 and the add-ons.
I think so.
That the add-ons for this mech.
Is this thing? Can I hit that? No, he's like stuck in the wall. That one.
Kai's favorite's going to be the first one, the one that he played most with friends.
See, I like Kai. Like that's the first one I ever played. But 2 to me was just like so fun comparatively, and that might have been like complexity increase because it was back in the day when sequels were like really good, you know. So it might be unfair for me to make that comparison. Why do you have so many freaking helicopters? They brought the Air Force again. Jeebus, there's so many.
Oh. I'll let you read that one from Cake Boss.
I went back to try it, and since I don't have the nostalgia for it, I couldn't. Yeah, no, I get that. No, it's a very fair assessment. Like, if you don't have the familiarity with the system, and it kind of like plays into your like the things that you remember play into your enjoyment of it, it's very hard. It must be very hard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kai. So I misread his comment. It's a little late for me where I am. So favorite, what he's saying is the favorite is likely going to be a mix of the first one that was played and the one that mostly played with your friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, and I played them all solo, so I didn't have.
Mechwarrior 2 was the first computer game he played, period.
Oh, yeah.
Apologies to you, Kai. Apologies.
No, that's awesome, and like I said, it wasn't my first computer game ever, but it was like very early in computer games for me, and my dad would teach me how to play it, and we had a lot of fun with that. So it was like this thing of that, plus I really liked the mercenary aspect. Like, genuinely think that those aspects still hold up. Like the the innovation that was there, and like, you know, it was enough for me to remember and to propel my like desire for BattleTech years later, like many years later. Gosh, there's a lot of targets. I feel like I am just walloping things.
Cake Boss, Mechwarrior 3 started me on kind of what mechs I really liked, and it was actually because of Mechwarrior 3 that I really started to like the what's the word I'm looking for? The Bushwhacker. I really love the Bushwhacker. I really do. It's not my favorite, but I really do love it.
Oh, it's a fun mech. It's a really fun mech. Man, they have so many mechs and shit. Uh-oh. Ow. Yeah, I hope you like missiles.
Confused one. If I could get a copy of Unreal Tournament Game of the Year Edition, get the Legion to play it, I'd love to get it.
Oh, is that like, is that your jam?
That was my high school jam. That was the friends on a Friday and Saturday night after high school. After we came home, we'd be like, hey, everybody want to get together and play some Unreal Tournament Game of the Year Edition?
All right, that's cool. Oh no! Ow! That just hit me square in the face.
Confused one, I love you. Game of GOG and Steam both have a copy of UTG, the Unreal Tournament Game of the Year Edition. Now I just gotta get a bunch of copies for the Legionnaires.
Does it still work? Like, are you still able to network people and stuff with that? Oh, that was a wall. That was dumb. But do you know if you're able to still hook that up for people to play together?
I don't know. I mean, if it's on GOG
does that
Steam,
still work?
I'm sure it should if it's on GOG and Steam.
Yeah, and I don't know if that game even had like a single player thing back then.
Confuse
Master
what has just called.
Oh my god. Okay.
Server. Oh my god. Now I gotta go. Now, yeah, a little. Now I'm gonna have to go track down my high school friends from like 20 years ago.
I liked UT, but I've experienced so very little of it. Like just very, very little of it. We are gonna use all of the heals we can. We just got 2 heals. I really, really liked what I got to play of it, and it was so very, barely little that it still makes me fond. Like I have fond memories of that one game.
Man, we used to play it all the time, and it was great. I loved it. I played 2004 as well, Cake Boss. Little underwhelming for me.
I can't even remember. Like, Unreal Tournament doesn't even really have lore, does it?
If I'm not mistaken, it's based off of not Hex. Based off of somebody.
I have no idea. I have no idea where you're going with this.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament does have lore. Confused one. Do you remember what it was based off of? Like it wasn't based off of it was based off another game, but I can't remember the game.
I'm not sure.
But maybe I could be wrong too. Anyways, it's a great game. It does have lore to it though.
I couldn't even tell you. I can't remember which one I played. Like, I really don't. Because it was just so long ago, and I got to play so little of it. But I remember thinking it was really cool. And that's all I can really give you. It's like not good.
The chat is reminding me how stupid I am because it
was based off Unreal.
Unreal. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, chat.
Excellent.
Yeah, so Confused One was saying the Lindiri Corporation runs the tournament to maintain the population riots.
Oh, is that what it is? It's like an overpopulation dystopia story.
Well, that was Unreal Tournament, but Unreal itself was it's been a while.
Okay. I mean, this is all news to me, right? Like it's like I have no idea what any of this is because I've just had this one thing I experienced.
I just remember.
I really like to know like game lore. Like it's kind of important to me that even the most like banal like multiplayer game has to have a story, or I'm just not super into it. And maybe that's like restrictive of me, but man, it's just I can't help it.
Well, you know what we're gonna have to do now. At some point,
We're gonna
future,
play that.
We're gonna play that on the Faraway Fridays.
Okay. Might be it might be a good like Blood Omen Soul Reaver interlude to just do like that for a week, or like if you're well, not if you're off, because I want to do it with you. Why so much artillery? Like I'm just waiting for these. Yeah, okay, they're already shooting at me. Apparently, they're just not all marked, I guess. Jeebus, so much artillery. Why you has so much? Guys, kill that panther. Get him. Oh, there's 6 artillery installations, that's why. Holy wah. Speaking of
Unreal 1 is on Steam and GOG, as well as Unreal Gold, and it has the co-op.
So, Unreal Tournament was like their multiplayer experiment, right? Like the big multiplayer thing. And Unreal is just like a campaign, single player, first-person FPS.
Unreal is the game. It is based.
Okay.
8-player co-op. I think actually
wow.
you can go. They did do mods for it, and if I'm not mistaken, you can do 20. Yeah,
it's a 20-person single-player game.
Like no. This is Unreal Tournament.
Oh, okay. I got lost. Sorry.
If my mom is.
8 for 8's already a pretty big multiplayer grouping, in my opinion. I mean, it's more than like your average deathmatch. Like deathmatches are usually 4 to 6 players in most games, you know.
Okay. Yes. Quake was the one I was thinking it was modeled after. Confused one, but UT99 was a competition to Quake 2 and 3 multiplayer. Unreal has PvP mode, and UT99 is fine.
Okay. I'm learning. That was all like really young in my history and my gaming history. So
yes, that's because I'm an old man.
I'm old today. I'm officially big 30. Okay, I'm in the 3-0 club. Tribes won.
Oh,
God,
Tribes!
the ways you could cheese games back in the day, like holy crap! Because like especially there's an exploit, they weren't fixing it. Like for the most part, it was like, how are we gonna fix this? It's already out. Oh, he narked this thing, and I have these SRMs. Oh my gosh.
I never got to play Tribes because the computer I had when I was growing up wasn't as powerful.
I've only gotten to watch Tribes. I've never gotten to play it myself.
By the time I had a powerful enough computer to play Tribes was gone in other multiplayer.
Oh, we shut down. Well, we just avoided a ammo explosion because we're shut down now.
Well, that's good.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. Heavies with mortar. Oh my gosh. Those are a lot of those are like one of those. Both of those, I should say, are some of those games that's like. My experience with them have been like watching people do retro playthroughs, so that I could experience them without having to go back and like go through all the BS that sometimes getting older games like that can be, just to run, to understand, to control, to have fun. You know,
it is hard to get older games working now. It is kind of great that for like games that like I loved when I was growing up, like Baldur's Gate, where they're playing over at the Courtesy Flush. Diggs and Crow are playing. Yeah, they're probably going to be playing the next one and stuff like that, and probably at some point Neverwinter Nights will show up.
Man, if they can go through all of them, that would be really cool. But I'm not sure they will.
I am so happy that they're doing it.
Star Wars Dark Forces, heck yeah! Like the first one, Cake Boss, that's a fun game.
Ooh. I don't think I ever played Dark Force.
Dark Forces kind of reminded me of like more advanced Doom 1 with a Star Wars skin. Like you could just find more stuff. It was a little bit more interactive. It just did, and obviously it was faster and more skatey than Doom, but it just like it had that kind of 2D fast like shooter just entire feeling. And it was really good. Like it was really good at like feeling like that, almost like a throwback to that like different time, while also having so much good about it like for itself. Like it was just like really innovative. That was the word I was probably searching for this entire time. Well, I guess we can take a Charger chassis, because why not?
Yeah, I remember like the first kind of foray into any. Well, the first was Star Wars for the Super Nintendo. That was my Super Star Wars.
See, you were a console kid for like quite a while, and
Yeah.
I was not. I was like nearly a man when I became a console person. I was almost a man. No, I didn't get a console till I was like.
I was born into the bad game.
I was born.
I didn't know a good game until I was a man.
Hey, you were born into Pong, and Pong's just fine.
No, I'm a little younger than being born into Pong.
I was born into Pong.
I did have an Atari growing up, like, but I was like 2 or 3.
Yeah. No, I just thinking about it's just so funny. Like, I was a PC gamer until 2001 when the original Xbox came out.
I didn't become a PC gamer until my first year of high school.
That's a cool time to get into it. Like when you're already nearly an adult, kind of.
Chat was a big thing at the time. Everybody had been talking about like, oh, you remember that chat we had
AOL,
on
but before AOL.
Yeah. Well, it was ICQ and stuff like that. It was kind of
insane. That's insane. Get out.
It was an Atari. Confused. It was an Atari 2600. I had an Atari 2.
Was like a big thing. It's just so crazy now,
Well, the first game that I ever played on that PC was Fallout. My friend had it, and he had lent it, and I loved it. So when Fallout 2 came along, I got a copy of that as well.
Did you ever go back to Wasteland?
Yes. I actually, when I bought Wasteland 2, the director's cut, I got a free version of Wasteland.
Did you boot that up and run through that whole thing?
I haven't played it fully through, but I did play a little bit.
Listen,
we might.
It's
because I have it. We might.
Old. Oh.
Oh yes. We might play that at some point on Faraway Fridays. I've got it. It works on stream. So.
Yeah, that's fine. But man, oh man, it is like it is ancient.
I lost all of my old consoles. Like I don't like the Atari 2600 is gone. And I had a NES. Yeah, I had a NES after that. I had the Super NES. And some people, like my friends, went Nintendo 64. I decided to go PlayStation.
You made arguably to me the superior choice.
Well, at the time I was going with, because I was a huge RPG fan, and I wanted to play Final Fantasy VII, which just come out on PlayStation 1, and that was actually one of the first games that I had, and that was a great game.
Okay. Yeah, I never touched Nintendo stuff until I got like a Game Boy, and then I got like the Game Boy Advance, and then I think I got a DS, and that was it of that. Like I was done. He's not just like my brother. Maybe he is.
Oh my god! I wonder why confused.
Computer store.
You absolute bad lad, you.
Ripping them apart. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to the system map. We can do a duel. That would be interesting. What's that?
Growing up, Kai, PS1 to me was the superior system. However, the N64 had quite a few golden hits, and I did rent an N64 a couple of times. You got GoldenEye, obviously. GoldenEye's a classic.
Yeah.
There was Mario 64. Harvest Moon 64 was a great one. There was an RPG that was early release that was something 64. I can't remember, but it was very good.
That one would be lost on me. I cannot share in that.
Cake Boss, I remember the original Twisted Metal. Did you ever play the original Tenchu for PlayStation?
Oh,
PlayStation
I remember
1?
the original Twisted Metal because I had a friend who had that. That was a good game. Holy cow.
Quest 64, thank you, Confused One. That was the one. I actually liked it. You guys didn't like it, but I liked it.
Wasn't good at all. Diggs, let people
Thanks,
have
Diggs.
this. Let people have this.
Ogre Battle 64 did, yes.
Dude,
It
was
was
there
a good
64 after every game?
close to it at the beginning.
That's crazy. Like I said, when you guys were doing that, I was like doing This Is Pod Racing on the computer. And I think that came to N64 too, actually. I was doing like Rogue Squadron, also an N64, but I was doing like the PC one. And I was still doing Mechwarrior 2 and Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Those were like my things around that time.
Oh wow, Tenchu! I loved Tenchu. It was
Tenchu's a game. Yeah.
You played Rikamaru or Ayane, and you were a ninja, and you did missions for your lord. Awesome.
I think I played a remake of Tenchu. Was there one of those at some point? Let's see, we have 2 Op-4 lances and a friendly support lance, and an 8v8 duel. And we are going to just begin to lob Artemis missiles. Hopefully those
Have a good night, Diggs.
Night, Diggs.
Cabin talked me on Quest 64, now he's gone.
Those missiles finally hit after like 5 seconds. Oh my gosh. Get rid of my missile launch pad right there.
That's pretty cool, Cake Boss. I've had a couple of friends that have had development hands in development of later games, but not so much Twisted Metal. That's pretty cool though, like to say that you put your name in Twisted Metal 1.
Yeah, I mean it's such a definitive series, like in my mind. You know, it's like an important part, I feel like, of the genre development of like, I don't know if I'd say not racing games, but like driving games. That's a word. I don't like that. We are massively over ton for this mission. If you've just been like watching what I'm picking for missions right now, we're basically on a milk run. Very smooth milk run for money. Oh, cat just pooped in his litter box. That doesn't
Yeah. How did Doom 64 give you nightmares? Confused, because
if you were really young, I could see that.
Well, personally, to me, it was not the greatest. It didn't feel the same as the computer, but that's just me.
I don't know. I could see it, especially because that technology was kind of new too. There's like a lot of reasons that could have been. I'm sure we're about to find out. I'm speculating. There's so much smoke from missile launches that I'm just like, I'm whipping because I can't see the mech I'm shooting at. Well, now I did. He has no legs.
Oh.
Vixen, what the hell?
So, Confused One said, I was in middle school at the time, and there was some parts of the old building that gave the vibe of 244's first area.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, alright. I can understand that. School is a terrifying place.
Bowser. School, terrifying. Can't stand it. Man, they brought a lot of autocannon in a very small number of mechs. Or very small mechs, I should say. They're not a small number, it's equal numbers. There's a lot in Deadfire. We switched to Deadfires a minute ago, and we're just fucking stuffing them with people.
You get some missiles. You get some missiles.
Yeah, literally, everybody's getting missiles up in here. They almost broke through my quick draw, I believe. I was a little bit worried about that. Ooh,
My school's mascot was a boat.
a Trojan. The literal devil. Mine was a pirate. Yarhar.
No, we were the schooners. My mascot was a boner.
Where are they?
It was a boner.
Schooners?
Was a boat. Oh.
Just some guy. Did you, the inspiration for Bodie McBoatface? That's how little I was. Just like, man, this place was bullshit. Oh my gosh. Let's just take some ammo bins. Why not?
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, a little bit on the nose here, confused one.
There's something to fuck with. Full speed. Do I want to like do this? They're not even gonna give me like good money. I bet. No. It's easy, but it's too easy. Too easy. Oh, got a yawn. Oh. I'm sorry. It's late for me too, I suppose. But I'm not done. We're going. We're still going. I don't need any of that ammo. Damn. I'll buy a bunch more buzzsaw ammo because I have like. I want to find a mech to put a very stupid weapon on, and when I do, I'm gonna need that ammo. Let's see here. Nah, nothing worth it. All right, moving on to this area. The problem is, no, we do not have racks yet, just ultras. Racks are not yet a thing in this current playthrough. Oh, I'm sorry. Sucks, Cake Boss. Bowser, did you die? Are you still there?
No, I'm just doing a bunch of stuff, trying to make myself look.
I'm doing the job. Stop it.
Remember, I have a hard time multitasking.
Yeah. I remember. We're actually going to bump up the damage coverage and minimize kind of our salvage and C-bill payout a little bit to also bring some airstrike support. Because I think this one might get a little tough. I really should.
Ricard really wants you to bring him possibly some racks.
Well, I've got to play through about 10 more years of the game, and I'll bring you racks.
Oh! We got Metallic Wolf in the chat room as well.
Oh my gosh, Metallic Wolf and Ricard, the legacy,
they're gonna
rivalry
crap talk
continues.
So what if you start talking about a Beretta 92? Please and thank you.
Oh my god, no! It was in Tarkov. These two lovely gentlemen who will yell at each other for an inordinate amount of time. They are some of my other Tarkov buddies, along with Bowser here. So they are some patient and skilled gamers. So, who do I want to put in this mech? Coyote. And we'll stick Spess in the Marauder 3D. Captain Savannah in the Warhammer. I think. Does that work for me? Yeah, that works for me. A dock of frag. Okay. We can do it. First it's the 1911, now Rax, so needy.
Okay,
These two are just ribbing on each other all the time. It's hilarious.
Our job is to kick up as much of a shitstorm as possible to draw them out.
Brianna, watch your language. My.
Infiltrates the data server. Make a good show of force.
We're gonna have to go this way.
Be sure to fall back
This is one of the kind of the map layouts that I don't like very much because these bridges are really hard to traverse.
Stand by for strike confirmation.
We have an airstrike, which will manifest itself. What are you doing? It'll manifest itself as one of those support lances that I showed you. There goes half of them. There it goes. Oh, he's got a small laser in his face or something.
Combat vehicle
Son of a bitch.
Be sure to take it apart.
Well, you're gone. Also you.
If you find the acquisition,
Ooh,
just walk
stuff.
up to it in order to pick it up.
There we go. Stuff? Where was that stuff? Boy, howdy do we like stuff. There it is.
Ready to start pickup operation.
Oh,
Excellent find, Commander.
nice.
Beginning recovery
They're gone.
now.
That's just an AC2 Igor. Thank Christ. I'm in. Drink the Kool-Aid. Oh, hydrate.
Oh, okay. Hydrate.
Gotta hydrate. You can witness that I have hydrated.
You can't witness mine. Maybe the noise.
Also, the only thing better than MGs is MGs with big ass bullets. Yes. Totally 100% true. I got LBX. LBX I have a lot of already, and I'm not really using any of them, to be fair. Which, you know, I don't really have a good reason for that, except I've just had other weapons that I wanted to build my mechs around. Oh, well, I guess that's gonna hit that thing. Not too much.
That's one target
There we go.
down. How are you faring on your end, Samantha?
I've almost made it to the data vault. Whatever you're doing, it's working. They're
Oh,
moving on
gee,
to
thank
your
you,
location.
whoever Samantha
I
is.
just need you to
Some
find
lady that
the
we're like helping,
Take
probably,
out those other
you know.
installations.
New target, Shadowhawk.
Oh, sniped. Got him at a distance. Oh, I thought I hit his face for a minute. You need to leave. Baby charger. There we go. Who invited you back, Vulcan?
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
You are so hurt. You are so very, very hurt. Although this laser, I really need to make this a closer range, because you have to zero your ranges in Merc Tech for body-mounted weapons. I really need to make it closer range, because I have to like aim over here to hit something at CQB. Oh, there's another one.
Is your thing out of whack?
No. It's is it damage? No. It's simply that I have it set to a farther range. Itchy nose. You're gone.
I see Recars in the chat making friends.
Yeah,
All over explodey things, so that's good.
we gotta get Recar on here. We're gonna get him on here one of
We
those
do,
days.
and Metallic Wolf as well.
Yeah, for reals.
Get the two wolves, the legionary wolves on. Get
Yeah.
them arguing back
The
and forth
dog,
about
the wolf and the dog. Yeah.
get them talking about the 1911 and
Oh,
the
you
Beretta
should not give me
92X.
your back. Ah! I was off on both of those. Son of a bitch.
I just got a personal ping from Jester herself.
Oh yeah.
Which she's can you tell Recar I said Garish Hellscream did nothing wrong?
Car shell scream did nothing wrong. Jester is premium troll person.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
she totally.
absolute shithead.
And we love her for it.
Yep. Blue gentleman, glad you're still here, man. Ah, there she is. Ah. What up, Jester? Jester is one of my most favorite people, like ever. So.
We got a first. Yeah, there she is, Crowthurge. That's Jester to us.
Garage Hellscream was a dick.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
Back in my day, Orgrim Doomhammer was the war chief. And he wasn't even the war chief the whole time. I was there when Orgrim Doomhammer became war chief, alright? Like, that was a long time ago. Oh, that was his face. Come here.
Are we
There
talking
it
about
is.
WoW? 'Cause
Headshot.
I don't know why, but I put WoW out of my head.
I have very not happy feelings about WoW, and
Oh,
not
that's right.
not for any reason other than I just really didn't like it. To be perfectly honest.
I forgot you were you actually liked Warcraft.
Oh, I loved Warcraft, like OG Warcraft, and to be fair, like a lot of people liked what's it called? Wow, that was weird. A lot of people really liked Warcraft 3. Like that was by far the big end, so to speak.
I never played Warcraft, any of the Warcrafts. I played WoW. I played WoW because
I would be of the opinion that you missed out in that case.
I think I did too. I didn't know a lot of the lore, but the reason why I played WoW is because me and my friends were really big in Diablo. Something happened.
So you were already Blizzard fans, yeah.
We were huge Blizzard fans, but then my friend did a dum-dum, and we were like, well, we're not playing Diablo 2 anymore, so
oh, that story is just ridiculous. I know the one you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell it. I might say it, I might tell it later. But
yeah, it is. That is privileged information, at the least, because it is tragic.
StarCraft, I love StarCraft. I did play a lot of StarCraft.
I never finished StarCraft 2.
No, I got the Wings of Liberty and the Heart of the Swarm. I never got to play the Protoss game.
Jesus, that was in the face. Stop it.
Brood War was the best as far as I've been. Oh, Wolf finally decided to follow us.
Oh, thank you for following, Metallic Wolf. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
God, they are just tearing me apart. Holy crap. And another Shadowhawk. They brought a lot of Shadowhawks to this party.
Well, they found out it was your birthday, and they were like,
yeah,
well,
they're like,
time
oh,
to
it's
party.
your birthday, party time. I keep getting shot in the mouth. There, Jeebus.
Ricard, we're gonna start a war here, brother.
Yeah.
And I'm totally all for it.
This is intense.
His follow button was jammed, just like his 92 FS.
These are some fighting words. Please leave me alone, God. Oh, they're just everything. Fuck.
I mean, I'm sitting over here because I was a Canadian Armed Forces guy. I used the Browning High Point, so it was adequate.
Fancy.
No, we used to call it the Battle Rattle.
I like the Browning High Point.
It's a great gun. However, when it's been used a bajillion times and you shake it and it rattles.
Oh my gosh, gotta get out of here. Been on this one too long. My King Crab is starting to be ouchy. We're actually running really low on Gauss too. We are down to almost one bin only. I need to pull a lot of I need to pull the narc ammo out of here. That's like so dumb that I have 2 bins.
The Browning High Power is what we used in my time in. It is better than the High Point, sure, but it's an alright firearm. It's 9mm. It's kind of similar to the 1911.
I just think
not
it's like
bad.
a really solid pistol. It's good.
It's not bad. It's just like the ones we were issued were very, very overused, and groupings were like 4 feet, not 4 inches.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
You can't do a lot. It's less indicative of the quality, I guess, when it's like, you know, such an overused weapon.
We have conversations like this all the time in Legion, and
Oh, this is what we
Mauser
talk about
C90
constantly.
Oh yeah, the Mauser C96 is a good firearm, but there was a Canadian company that made a more advanced version. It was the Para 45. I can't remember the company actually was called Para or Para Arms, like that. But what they made, it's essentially the 45 caliber 1911 double stack mag, and it was decent, good. Then Canada decided that it was gonna crap all over them, and they sold the company to the United States. Apparently, the company is horrible. So,
We did what we do best.
well, Canada did what it does best, and that's screw things up.
The TMP from Resident Evil 4. That's a good enough. That's as good a reason as any. Yeah, Kai, I have to assume it's somewhere. That's where I was getting at. It's like somewhere in between those two.
Yeah.
Metallic Wolf, what? Metallic Wolf tipped 5 buckaroons.
Oh, it's probably because we were talking about the Para 1911. I don't know. So I think he's tipping me to shut up.
He's like, well, maybe he just wanted to hear the fart noise. He wanted to hear some more of that sweet, sweet Tom. I headshot this Kintaro, and it had double cooling. That's like 10 heat sinks. Oh, that's so good. Amazing. Amazing. That's gonna help. That's gonna help a lot, because that means that anything that I get like soon, I will be able to. I'll be able to have heat sinks. I can afford to lose some heat sinks, which is always a risk. Like you could always just get screwed.
Yeah. Well, at least you got something.
Well, I'm gonna have a nice little number to fall back on now.
What was it again? Did you say Kintaro?
Yeah, it was a headshot of Kintaro. Blop, head off. I mean, we're post Helm Memory Core, so there's a lot of things getting like refound in universe. God, they still need me to kill shit. We're on this long haul of a mission. Damn. Ooh, I got a nice AC-10 for completing a contract in there, a Cantina contract. And instead of just putting this in a cold storage, we're actually going to swap the, to get this out, we're going to have to swap it to single cooling, right there. And that'll pull them out. And if I want to use it at some point, I mean, it's got 1, 2, 3, words are hard. 3 missile hard points and 3 laser hard points. Like, this is a really solid build. I like the KTO 20. I think I could do really well with that.
I don't think I ever really used Kintaro playthrough.
I really like my missile boats, so the Kintaro is another one that I have, gotten after and really enjoyed. Man, how much face did I have left? Very little. I had very few points of face left. Re-fix all that. Start work. Actually, no, I'm in here. I can pull that out finally. And we'll pull the binary laser too. Like I said, these were foolish things for me to have that I no longer need.
OFOOFFOO underscore OOFF.
I'm just say UFO.
UFO. Birthday.
Birthday. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Birthdays.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Excuse me. I think we're gonna drop the heat bank. This thing does not accrue heat very fast either.
Ooh, Ricard just subbed with
Ricard
Prime.
subbed. Thank you, Ricard. That little jump was me hearing the surprise fart and just being like, "Oh, farts, shit." You scared me. You scared me with your fart noise. I know. We're gonna put in this large pulse laser, and it's just gonna be nasty. Then I think, can we get an LRM. What size? What size? What size? What size? 2-ton. We'll put an LRM-10 Telos in there, and we'll see how this build does. It's going to generate a lot less heat now that it's got a pulse laser. It doesn't make sense to me, but hey, whatever. Less heat, pulse laser. Or no, that's more heat. I'm sorry. I was like looking at it, I'm like, wait, I have that backwards. How many LRMs do we really need? Gonna have to think about it. Filter, LRM ammo. I think we're gonna go with. We're gonna start with Magistry ammo. I think just because it's got a really, 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 really long range. Or no.
More heat, less laser, more hot pocket. Hot pocket.
More heat, more hot pocket. That's probably what's gonna end up happening right now. Yes. Fuck, I'm having a hard time with this decision. I think what I need is at least a half ton of dead fire, because that is 25 salvos of extra boom. So we'll just turn that up, fill that bin. And then we can just do, maybe we just do a standard LRM bin, just because I've got a nice supply of ammo for that. I just feel like that might be a good use. As for heat sinks, we can then put an extra double heat sink in. Actually, I have double strengths. These are essentially equivalent, so I just use those where I can instead, because they are a little bit harder to get you screwed with like a crit. We'll take some armor off the legs here. Actually, forget that. Can we get lighter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dynamic slots. It's not probably enough.
What are you trying to do?
I was seeing if like true endo steel had been or endo structure had been developed yet, and it has not, so I don't have the space to shave some weight with a ferro armor or endo structure, which is unfortunate, but whatever. And this engine can't take any more internals. It only had 2 spare slots for internals. So the question becomes, well, if you want to put in some extra heat sinking and have these 2 bins of ammo, what are you going to give up? You know, and it's like, well, armor in my feetsies does not seem like the worst idea, because we have a lot of it. We were at 70, and now we can drop to 62 a leg.
I mean, aren't you supposed to put your ammo in your feetsies?
Doesn't really matter.
Everybody's talking about different.
It doesn't
Laser
matter
bolt
as
hovering.
much in this particular mod, so I just tend not to really screw with it.
Ah, okay, I see.
I'll just kind of be like, whatever. Well,
Thorax is asking to peel all the off the back.
No. Nope. Not a chance.
That's not going to happen.
Nope. Nope.
Infantry
nope.
is still a thing in this mod. I know that.
That's true, and they will. If you do stuff like that, they will hurt you. Like they will make you
fuck
pay.
you up.
Yeah, not a lot usually, but like little bit. Hey, I think this is gonna be the last mission for this little campaign-a-rooney. We're gonna go out here. Laser boat Orion. I could get behind that. No clean maintenance, no issues. Wow. I've never handled or seen one of the Connects. I don't know what that is. Boop snoots with the Hellbringer. Nice. Just booping them snoots. Alright, I have your heat sinks. You can now sit over there. You can go in timeout land. Home. System map. Here it is. Bring her home. Samantha Cole. This is a campaign mission. Identify the that have been harassing House Cole. We should be very cautious. Blah, blah, blah. Strange readings.
Pistol, how you doing, brother?
Pistol, what's up? Kai, I get that. Yeah, like it's hard to say like Orion's a bad mech. Like you're not. It's not a wise statement in my opinion, but definitely like I get not liking to pilot it. I feel that way about the Orion and the Zeus. Actually, I struggle quite a bit with getting into the driver's seat, let's say, of either one. Just not for me, I think. I'm gonna take this Warhammer because those. Oh, what?
Pistol throwing up the WBPL Zorg.
Woo! We're about to
Praise
Zorg. We're about to
Zorg.
Zorg hard. We're about to Zorg on these fools, these Curetans in this case. BRB, you good? You good? Though Ryan is the best mech, I don't know about that, but
I mean,
it's certainly good for many roles. You know?
it's not a Vulture Mark II.
An individual of taste and class.
Commander, incoming message from Samantha.
The decryption process is taking longer than I had anticipated.
So this is another campaign mission. So we've got this whole weird map.
I'll see if I can make any more headway into
And I'm gonna let you know, this mission, I remember it, it's fucking...
In the meantime, I want you to take these bastards down. It's time they learn no one messes
That is
with
gonna
us.
be it's a long walk, too.
Targeted location has been marked.
Yeah, that looks like a. Oh, I know what mission to
Airstrike
play.
Hey,
support
dude.
has been granted, Commander. Approach the target area to call them in.
However, the funsy part of this is that I brought friends. Yeah, Kai knows with this one. Zeus is okay as a slab of metal early. Yeah, for real. That is how I feel about it. It was the first assault I got. I think you guys might have seen me run that mission. Like the one right after I got the Zeus, or like right around the time I got the Zeus. It's just it's metal, it's meat, it works. It's tough. But it's not.
Zeus.
It feels more like a heavy. Like it feels more like an underwhelming heavy to me.
You ever play Mech Commander or Mech Commander 2?
No, I did. I missed the Commander
Oh.
games, unfortunately.
I liked Mech Commander 2, fun. And that was the only game I ever really saw the Zeus in until Mechwarrior Online and Mechwarrior 5.
Yeah,
Stop moving now.
okay.
I've just seen schematics of the base. It's heavily fortified, and you are within a hair of triggering its perimeter defenses.
Good thing I didn't.
A full frontal assault would trigger alarms. and
Didn't
put the
what?
base on high alert,
Bitch, she's
leading
like,
to
don't
increased
trigger
risk.
the alarms, so I didn't because I knew they were coming.
Samantha's
That's why this map is like, do you want to go into the big space? And it's like, I don't want to go into the big space. And it's like, well, you can sneak around the other side of the big space.
By surprise if we take it.
Big Space bad.
I
Big space
strongly
bad.
suggest the path of least resistance here, Commander. Though the choice is yours.
Thank you, you Tim Bicky dorkaholic. You're a Tim Bicky dork, Rihanna.
We need some Tim Biggie Dork.
Yeah.
Dark.
Up armored heavy, yeah, and it just doesn't have enough weaponry. Like, there's very few mechs that have, like, oh, please die.
I also like the Mech Commander 2, you know, it is what it is, but I mean, there is the harebrained schemes Mech Commander, or Mechwarrior, or Battletech, I should say. Whoa. And it's not bad. I like it. I gotta install. I should pick it up and play it. I know it's one of your favorite.
Battletech? Yeah, oh, I love
Yeah,
Battletech. And I know it's not quite like Mech Commander was the RTS, I think, right?
It was a RT. It wasn't an RTS because it was all, well, it was real time. There was no how do I say this?
I don't know.
Where harebrained schemes you have like the ability to
It
move.
turns.
It was It's turn-based. It wasn't turn-based at all. It was
I picked up a signal
action.
resembling the trace on you. Destroy that structure on the
It was
before
what?
anyone decides to pay you a visit.
It was it wasn't turn-based. It was all real time, but it was all.
But it wasn't an RTS. I thought it was a strategy game.
No, it was a strategy game. It was, but it wasn't like. How's the best?
It wasn't like
Company
playing
Heroes.
Warcraft or something like that.
No, it was kind of like Company Heroes, where you're moving your units.
Oh, okay, okay. So it was almost like having a little squad and everything instead of like
Yeah.
I'm making orcs.
Target locus.
You're like making the distinction between like Company of Heroes
Ah, there.
and
More tanks.
what would I try to say?
Mech Commander. So confused one.
Oh,
Mech
him up.
Commander filled the similar niche of ground control for restrictive real-time tactical combat. Restrictions that he didn't base.
That's okay. That's why there wasn't like base building or anything like there is in Warcraft
Yeah,
or StarCraft or anything. You're just doing units and like moving them around. Not even.
Kai's helping me out there. Mech Commander games are real-time tactic,
Oh,
not
okay.
real-time strategy.
Yeah, and I guess that's how Company of Heroes is too. I call them both RTS. Like I don't really make a distinction personally, but
It's
I
a
don't know.
4.
Maybe that's incorrect. I
Yes.
can't use anything.
Welcome back, Pistol.
This one helps a little. Oh, kitty.
Kitty.
Kitty. Hey, buddy. We're killing Koreans. You wanna help? Hey, boy. Oh, hello. Bob. Oh,
Yes,
guy too.
so we can see Rob now.
You can
Finally.
see me. What up? You can see the me. Which if you've visited the BPL at all, I have been the me there as well. You have seen the me. Uh-oh. I know, buddy. I know. Cat interruption. Thanks.
Okay.
Silly kitty. God, he's heavy too. Yeah, everybody just saw that craziness.
Do we get a kitty in the like? I gotta be on stream, Daddy.
Yeah, he's back. Dino's back. Pat the cat. I'll lean back into him in a second here. Hey, buddy. My little man Dionysus. All of my cats save one have Greek-inspired names. So. You okay? He's a little perturbed that I moved him, I think. You're okay. Yeah,
Well,
good boy.
starts batting the back of your head. It's funny.
Oh, he would never do that. I actually have a lot of pride. Like, I'm very proud of the fact that my cats are extremely well behaved for the most part. Like, I mean, yeah, he just jumped up here, big deal. But well behaved and also like well adjusted. Like they aren't mean, quote unquote. Like they're very personable. They're very kind.
Going for the
Yeah.
They don't do the bapping or the smack, and they don't really get mad. Oh, he died fast. Almost like I have 2 Gauss rifles. Oh, that went right between his legs. We'll just get this guy then.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a bit of a bathroom break.
But yeah, Dionysus, good cat, great cat. Like, never mean to me or anything. He's really good with my son. Like, he never gets mad. That's kind of how I try to deal with them, like all of them, because there's a lot, as stated. Oh Jesus, they brought more. Why do you have so much Air Force? Ow, stop it. Get him. No, he's dead. You two. Get that was a headshot. I almost shot my own mech there because I'm in crazy winter wonderland thermal mode. You guys finish up, please. Happy birthday, Bowser. It's not Bowser's birthday, it's my birthday. But, thank you. I knew what you meant. He's a generator. Yeah, he died fast. Yeah, it's almost as if that is the case.
Sorry, I can't do that.
Oh, cool. They killed him finally.
Alright, kill me back.
Nope, they didn't kill him finally. Oh, there's another one back there, I guess. Finish that off, boys. That Vulcan ain't gonna make it long. Yeah, Dionysus. We mentioned the camera and he's like, bam, back. Yeah, he's like 15, 16 pounds, dude. What were you doing? Huh. Apparently that was supposed to be alive. Not anymore. He died so fast, he don't know he's dead yet.
This hound has a fox.
Did I take
This is Hitman. Target
leg
terminated.
damage? Did I lose an actuator? I did. I lost it. I lost a hip actuator. That's why I'm going so slow. I was like, Jesus. Yeah, this is acid trip vision. That's
I
all
leave for
I...
5 minutes and you got people saying happy birthday to me.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Pistol thought the title referred to. It's the I said the Bowser birthday stream, and I guess that is a fair point. God, that thing doesn't have a torso, and Reeds is still alive. That person does not know they are dead yet, and now they're just blowing him up more as they walk by.
I am like Ron Swanson. My birthday is redacted.
Yeah, it is certainly a time.
Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
Yeah, get rid of the tank then. Come on, man. There we go. Yeah, I lost a hip actuator while you were gone. So I'm in slow people mode.
Ricard just said your hips out is because you're old.
Yeah, I'm officially old. My hip's out. Said Ricard. With all the room in the world to talk, of course. Holy wow, I'm just getting wailed on.
Sorry, man. My time's coming.
Yeah. Hit 31. Body goes, nope, that's illegal.
Yeah, well, wait till you're about ready to hit 37.
You lose your back. Walking like Grandpa.
I love that Wolf and Ricard are still in the chat, just talking shit about each other.
Well, I mean, what else are they gonna do?
God bless you, gentlemen.
Yeah. Lovely boys. Lovely, lovely boys. Man, where's this ECM station? This is really getting annoying. Where'd they hide this thing? And I am so slow without the use of one of my legs. We're gonna get rid of acid vision right now.
Your crab's got a limp. Perhaps you should go to the doctor to get that seen.
Yeah, really.
Maybe he has other crabs.
It was a through armor crit too, and it just slammed my freaking leg. Like, he is.
Ricard, I went for a march. I like literally put on a rucksack and went for a march the other day, and my body was just like, "Why? I thought we stopped doing this."
Yeah, it's like, didn't I tell you to stop it? I need to get rid of that tower there. Oh god. Oh well, you guys were on top of that one apparently. Yep. Guys, get rid of that other one while I run away. Wow, somebody tore him a new bud. Maybe it was that giant Sperry machine gun going on.
Are you trying to limp your ass to like, oh, okay, there it is. There's a repair station.
There's no repair station.
Oh, well, then never mind.
I gotta do the rest of the mission without my leg. So our friendly dropship just dropped in up there. with a handful of heavies,
Go with the airstrikes. The rest is up to us.
so that we don't
Pistol
have to
wants-
do this alone now. Because
Pistol wants to know if you got anything cool for you today.
I got the love of my darling wife, who got me a surprise party. I also got this magnificent haircut and pizza.
I mean, you do look sexy. That's a sexy face. Sexy haircut.
Hey, I know I'm pretty damn it. But thank you. Yeah, she set me up, like, totally surprised me. We're not big birthday people, and just shock and awe, basically. Like, I came back, she got me to go for the haircut and a shave, which
Commander, I just...
I've had the same barber for 3 years because she's that freaking good.
I don't believe it, but it's my own family.
She is super good.
Led the Federated
And,
after a failed attempt to protect
like,
my grandfather.
straight razor shave,
Who have taken refuge in the bonus combine.
really good cut. I kind of get like a fade. They do cologne and aftershave, and like she mixes her own shaving cream.
Ooh.
Yep, right there. Oh, that's that Victor. That's not good. I need to get out of in front of him. That is a bad place to be.
Commander, a puppet of the Draconis Combine ruling over House Cole would destabilize the entire region.
Oh, ow. God damn, I am getting smoked. That's a demolisher. Holy shit. That's not good.
Well,
My people are not doing their jobs. My gyro's bunk right now. Oh, I got the demolisher. Now hopefully I can like fall away a
meant
little
to
bit.
take things on the face, so you're alright.
What?
The crab is meant to take things on the face. You're
Oh,
all
it's
right.
taking him on the face alright, like bad. Oh, just bored into him. Oh, what the hell? That's a Marauder too. Oh no. Get away. Get away. Fire all the missiles.
Troa, good evening to you, sir.
Holy shit.
Or madam.
No other hostiles detected.
I suppose if it was lady, though, it would have been late. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hey, that
Welcome,
was
Lord Troa.
really amazing
Good
what you
evening.
did for my family. This plot against us
You're
has
still
been
as
going
ugly
on
as
for
me.
generations, and now it's finally
But no, like I was saying before I got almost murdered, it was a really good day. Like, my friends that I was not expecting to see and I haven't seen for months showed up. They came out, that was really cool. Them just being there. My favorite pizza. We got a cake that's the same flavor as my wedding cake. That was like really good.
We gotta hydrate. We gotta hydrate.
Hydrate time. Thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you for reminding us to hydrate.
Can't believe I got through that mission.
I'm surprised you got through it too.
Yeah.
You know what with the bad hip and everything, Grandpa.
Literally got stretch. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
We're gonna have to stretch. We're gonna have to stretch. Oh, my like pelvis is gonna be in this camera. I'm gonna have to step back a little more. That backing away felt like the Warhammer in the camp. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I got my little blanket back. Yeah, it felt like the. Wait, can I get the basilisk? I think I can. Oh, I can't get the basilisk outright. That sucks. Because then it would spawn a second copy of it. Ah, fuck. And then I didn't get the Marauder.
The Mechwarrior game that we all hoped for, but delivered.
The one from 2009?
2008, yes.
I mean, I'm not familiar because, again, that was like after the series had kind of moved past me for a while. So I never really saw that. The hullabaloo that was around that, you know?
It was that got me to start backing Mechwarrior Online.
Is that what brought you back to it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the whole debacle with backing Mechwarrior Online.
So here they gave me a basilisk. So I got another hero.
Cinematic is legit.
Oh yeah. Suddenly Atlas. Nah, I've not seen it. I'll have to like watch it after this. Boop. 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 Alright, that is... There's a lot of mechs in there. Where is my Victor? There. Wait, nope. There it is. The Basilisk. A fun mech. A fun mech when you can you can do a lot with them. It's got the 2 LBX, it's got like a bunch of streak launchers. You can turn it into a very mean mech. I like it. That's my second Heroes of the Inner Sphere story mech, along with the Agincourt Archer. Oh, is that where the cinematic is? Okay, thank you, Kai. Let's see here. Now I don't even know what I would want to, like, what I need to be doing in this game now. I'm just like, man, big set of missions, huge objectives. Wow, got through all of that, and I just kind of like come out of the fog, and I'm like, what was I doing again?
You're having fun.
Well, yes, I am having fun. That is for damn sure. This looks interesting. Okay, they'll give me a fire control system, LRMs, a 150. This might be, that's probably an AC-10. I'm gonna figure. Yeah. Oh no, it might be a 20 at 14 tons. I don't know. Large lasers and lots of money. This one is more Gauss. I can always use more Gauss. Hello. This one is PPC and tiny missiles. Yeah. That would be an Orion. That would be nice. XL with double heat sinks and LBX cannon. Ooh. Ooh. Well, let's see here. First of all, I think I want to... Which one is this? I don't remember what mech this is. Hazing of the Weak. Sounds like a very House Liao thing to be like, yes, we must call the weak. Assholes.
Well, it's Capellans.
Yeah, it's Capellans.
Nobody enjoys killing Capellans more than other Capellans, so.
They are the best at it. They truly are. Man, that's a long way. We might just cruise around up here in Kurita space for a bit. Just hang out, have some fun, dunk on some noobs. I don't know. Because times they are changing soon in the inner sphere from these jump points. And also we can like go help the Free Rosselhog Republic, because anyone is cooler than these Cretans. So yeah. Well, let's see what we are here, and we can go to Marmaduke.
Okay. Huh? The clan invasion corridors, off to the right. All right. Cretans.
Yeah, Taurians are really good at fighting each other too, but it's almost like different reasons. It's like, to me, it's like, oh, Taurians, at least they're like cool about it. Oh my gosh. I'm like really, has the stream been going good this whole time, Bowser?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
I am so happy that like I just called my internet service provider, my ISP, today, and was like, hey, I could really use some better internet. And they're like, all right, and had it done in like half an hour and was able to double my speed. So I was just like, hell yeah. I did not expect it to be so easy. I was quite impressed. I was like, oh my god, this wasn't a pain in my ass? Sick.
Yeah. I wish I could. I'm actually.
Yeah, I'm sorry if that just felt like salt in your wound.
It's all right. It's a little salty, but I'm actually looking at
Salt.
possibly getting Starlink, because
That'll be cool.
I mean, the only other option, we might be getting fiber op out here, but it's with a company that it, like, I don't.
Are you kind of like,
Well, there's a certain company in Canada that I refuse to work with. And that's Bell Canada. I have some horrible things, with them, but
You have
that's
some
that's just
reservations with Bell
I have some
Canada.
yeah, they have screwed me over once or twice.
Who's a boy? Who's a big boy? Ian, come here. You enormous fuzz. Sorry, I'm just gonna ignore everything while I dote on my cat briefly. My
It's
bad.
okay, man. I understand.
Yeah, it's. Can you blame me? I should have checked for mechs before I left that other place. I could have bought that second basilisk and been like, ha, silly game. Just want to make sure I didn't want any of this either. Nope, nothing special there. Some pirate weapons, which can be interesting, but overall, nothing worth it. We'll see what this hero is here. Pet the kitty. Get satellite or cellular? Oh, dude, that sucks. They're getting like a lot of
Yeah, I've
DOS
currently
attacks
got cellular. I would like to go with Starlink to get satellite, but it is
Thorax.
expensive.
Thorax is like, I hear BattleTech lore names and I have no idea what is happening. It's alright, neither do I. That's a secret. Oh, it's the hero generator. This thing's kind of funny. It's cute. It's four like missile slots with a standard engine.
It's the shotgun generator.
Yeah, and if you put like a 260 XL in here with this double cooling, and then stick like SRM6s in there, it's disgusting. I might fuck with that. I can afford it. Why not? I like collecting things. Mine. Did I already buy up all the ammo and stuff from this one? All my ammo buying just kind of blends together into one fugue state sometimes. Let's see here. Get that. Is this the pirate revolver? Yeah. Pirate revolving rifle. Those things slap, but they take forever to reload. Like mini moons to reload. That's fun. That's also fun. We bought. Yeah, it's the Oxide, Kai. We bought an Oxide, the Jenner Oxide, and we beat that mission and have the Basilisk that we haven't played with yet.
We spent a lot of C-bills. That's what
We
you
spent,
missed.
yeah, we spent like 7 million C-bills. Oh, that's cool, bully. I do not have such things. I've got my good old ISP, and I have to be happy with them, whether I like it or not. Let's see here. That looks like my next objective, but what's this area? Is this like a not so hard to fight in? Oh, that's like a baby's first mech area. Oh, I don't know. I feel bad if I just go clubbing in here. Holy hell.
You can never have enough mechs.
Difficulty
Pistol.
16? I doubt I'd get a mech. Wow, that was struggle with that one. Like, you
It's
need
okay.
another mech. You're right. I do have just a small army battalion of mechs in my magic leopard of holding. Man, difficulty 16. I don't even know what it would drop. I don't even know if I'd be able to make currency on it. I think we're gonna head up towards this mission. Is there anything over here? Oh, that's a hard area. That's a little too much spice.
More mechs equal deterrent. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You never really have enough mech. Also correct. Like, it's like, what's 10 more? As long as I can stick meat in them, Just become my own city-state floating in space. I already have the pilots for it. It's like, oh yeah, how many pilots you have? Oh, like 15 elite mech aces. I'm sorry, what? What? Ah! I found an Arrow 4. And a tag unit, that's kind of cute too.
Oh my god.
What? Arrow 4? 15 tons of ouch. 200 damage per missile. That's like half the armor on one of my mine.
I remember when Arrow 4s first started making an appearance in our
Yeah.
mod pack, and it was just like, oh, delete button, excellent.
Yeah, the entirety of the BPL in pilots. I need an urban mech. I don't have that particular type of urban mech. Trust me, I have an urban mech. I mean, when you got like when there's Urbies abound, like you just kind of take them and laugh. You're like, ha, little Urbie, come here. They're just trophies, really, but still.
No, the Urbie is mighty.
Yeah,
It is a mighty, mighty.
It's
Max
mighty. It's mighty
minimal.
like a Chihuahua. Mighty Chihuahua mech.
Well, like I said, you know,
It can still
Put a
hurt
rack-
you. It can still hurt you, but like you can get rid of it real quick.
Put a rack 5 in it, then you know, laugh.
Giggle to the sound of
Daka 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 daka.
yeah. Man, getting an Arrow 4 is just nice. Ammo for it? No, not a lot, but you know. The smallest assault mech, that's pretty correct. Yeah, the mech eraser. That's why I have like 20 Arrow 4s, and that is it. Like that is all the Arrow 4 I have. Because you can barely find the ammo. Oh, did you know? It has the infos. Okay, why am I here? Do I have a mission here? System map. Oh! Surprise! Oh, shit. I forgot to repair my mechs. Oh, well.
I think Pistol might be stocking, but I'm not sure.
I don't know, whatever. We will take this and take our base pay and just... We'll go in with the other squad. Marauder 3R, the Archer, the Quick Draw, and the 3D. Could I do an integrated combat turn from here? Nope. No refit facilities on this planet, unfortunately. So we're just gonna roll like this. Everybody's healthy at least. I'm gonna pilot this even though I really like my 3R, just because I trust myself to make use of the Archer better than the AI can. Politely looking. Irby is Honey Badger. That bully, I can get behind that.
You know, looking at the chat, I see a lot of underpants. I see a lot of subs.
That's a good thing.
And that's a good thing.
Especially for these night streams. Like usually, not a lot of our groups or anything are here for like the midnight 1 a.m. Eastern. Silly chill times. It's kind of sleepy time. However, we do get a lot of people who go look afterward, or like who come by and watch the VOD, and that's really cool. Oh, I forgot what mech I had for a second. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna shoot you with
Cavi, we expect you to shit pants at your own. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you when to poo. I am going turbo hot on the fucking
Exploding.
ice planet. I can only shit the pants so fast, guys. Yeah, your efforts are appreciated.
We're just happy, you guys.
We're just happy that you shit the pants. Did you die? Jesus. I think I'm gonna need to turn off this ammo I currently have in here and put in Artemis ammo or something. Because I am, well, maybe not Artemis, but at least standard.
I'm just happy to make content for you guys.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Something Kai said. We're just, If you watch with us, that's great. If you watch afterwards, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, no, it's cool that, you know, even the night streams have our nice group.
Have a good night, Bully. Take care, man.
Good night, Bully. Oh, he just has a hand left. Everybody just gets shelled to death.
Stop that flea.
How long have I been out? Those Panthers just... Oh, that's one of the cool Panthers, too. The 2 ballistic slots. I like these. Come to daddy. Yes. Hopefully that doesn't explode into 1,000 pieces. Oh, boy. Just a lot of... Oh, no. That was close. No, I don't want to keep getting shelled to death. Fuck. Oh, someone is chewing through that commando with a very large machine gun, and I'm laughing about it. You,
sir, almost had a helicopter land on you.
Oh, yeah, no, I looked up and I was like, shit, right turn. Oh, these, you artillery people are in for it. And when I get back there, I'm going to spank that ass.
With the archer?
Oh, yeah, no, this is going to be Bullet City. I am struggling today.
It's all right. I'm sitting here and I'm fighting. I am fighting to say things that make sense because I'm just like, bleed.
Where am I?
Yeah, exactly.
What I do? There we go. I was using those buttons incorrectly.
Bowser has become sleep drunk.
I just realized that I have been firing dead fire ammo this whole time, and that is some of my difficulty in these limited tracking dead fire missiles hitting my targets. Where it's like, why aren't these tracking well? Oh. Those should do a lot better. Although that might have been too long a range, not sure. Because now I've got Magistry rounds in there, and boy howdy, these should be fun. Destroy enemy artillery. I still have to go get this bar 1. I'm tempted to go heal before I get there, because I feel vulnerable.
You know, I always wondered why they didn't have things like Tomahawk missile battle techniques first.
They do.
I mean, well, the Arrow 4 is kind of Tomahawk-like.
They have what is it, Thunderbolt missiles too?
Strap a couple of those. Like, think about it. You could turn a mech into a Scud missile launcher, no problem. It would be like
they have
Metal
that,
Gear
I'm
Solid.
pretty sure. I need these all to be gone. No more. No mas. Shoot. Stop.
No mas shooting. No mas.
I am just getting wrecked. Not quite. I mean, I haven't like lost components or armor yet, but like holy hell. I think it's because I'm just like face tanking most of this. So like the first salvo of weapons fire ends up hitting me. At least some of that hit. Perfect. That flea needs to go away. There he goes. Just erased. There we go. Now I'm getting a lot better tracking. Bend the bullet, baby. Oh my god, there's more. How are you still here?
More bullets, baby.
More bullets. Man, Coyote, you are so edgy. Long Tom artillery, yes. My king crab. I'm guessing you have like just a crazy, silly, ballistic king crab with like a silly machine gun. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh god, that hurts. You don't need these anymore. You dirty, whoever I'm facing. I'm not sure who I'm fighting. It's you know what? I got paid to hunt these guys and hunt them I shall. Oh no! Stop! Stop having so many units and helicopters. I just lob missiles into the air and hope for the best. I watched that episode. 6 heavy machine guns, an MRM-60, and 2 medium pulse lasers. That's a mech. Holy hell! Oh my God! Stop! Wait, it's the poor man catapult. Get in there, boys. The poverty pole.
Vixen here. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Oh, come here. You are just adorable. I love the catapult. I love it so much. But I am gonna treat this one like a rented mule. If my guys don't do it before I do, Jeebus.
Don't smack your donkey. Don't.
Huh?
Don't smack your ass.
Oh yeah, no, we don't condone that here. But I'm just saying, it's gonna be like he just became a smoke trail that whole time.
11 and 762. Hi there. Welcome
Hey,
to the
11.
stream again. 1 month
God,
subscriber, founder. Welcome back. We love you.
Sir? Oh, I have to get like up over this again just to get to my like repair station. Fuck. Guys, shoot the choppers, please.
I am slipping deeper and deeper into a hate of fog. Like, I'm watching you. I'm reading the chat.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
is this like your first time watching me do this and being on the chat?
no, I'm tired. I'm very,
That
very
too.
tired.
Yeah, that too. Man, I will say, imagine how it is when I solo these. Like, my brain is just like.
and then you got guys like Kai, who's putting, I don't know what he put in, like Povo pulled
The poverty pole, the
moided.
Povo pole.
Oh my God! I couldn't read that. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Am I having a seizure? Is this what death is
Thank
like?"
Christ I still have friendly units back here who are defending this once upon a time town. This thing that used to be a town, or, you know, a military installation. All these guns are fucking huge. The whole screen shakes every time they fire. Jeebus. Which they look really cool, though.
Heavy. I don't know if it's anything like Rob is the one that with the cocainium.
Hey, we don't talk about, well, first rule about that club. We don't talk about that club. There's an archer back there, a locust that just ate shit.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Hello. That hit him. Those probably all hit him. At least most of them.
Yes,
Oh, you
yes, Guy. Those would probably be low orbital defense.
Yes. Almost certainly. You were once a mech and now you are...
Eight.
Oh, almost. There we go. You're just missile fodder now.
Target destroyed.
Oh, that's right into the back of my Marauder, isn't it? Oops. Yeah, he died.
Somebody forgot to turn friendly fire off.
I didn't forget. It was a conscious decision. Thank you. I like the challenge. Go away, spider. Slap. We don't like spiders. Eliminate all enemy mech. Oh, there's more. Fuck. Operation Cold Holy Shit Mech Landing Forever. Me too, Cat.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You're out of
I
here.
think Greg Castle Bazzer is gone for the
This
night.
is gonna be
for
my
now.
last one. As like just saying, I am running
All right,
low
well,
on
if
steam
that's-
as well.
If that's the case, then I'll
You
power
gonna close
through.
it out with me?
I'm gonna close it out. We'll close it out together.
Awesome. Oh, that was a flea for like 2 minutes. Did you guys just DFA each other? I can't tell through all the destruction. In fact, I don't even know if this Black Knight can see me.
I'll go get some sleep. We're gonna close out the stream because we started hard. We're gonna finish hard.
Oh, we're making this guy hardly a fucking live. That's what we're doing. Oh, spicy.
Oh, we gotta hydrate.
Let's just do burger first.
Yeah, you do the burgering. I'll hydrate.
You know
How
what?
about that?
They got this. Whatever. Like,
Thanks to you, our facility is safe. Return to base and resume garrison positions. Combine forces will search
it
for
is gonna be
survivors.
sleep time.
I'm sure the ISF will have many questions.
We did it. I should probably
You
power
had
the
a bus-
mech back up.
You had a busy day.
Me?
You had
Yeah,
a busy day,
surprisingly
Ricky
so.
boy.
It's gonna be some sleep time. Although we gotta let this mission close first. There it goes. Operation Fly Swat. It was. Give him that backhand.
Operation Bitch Slap.
Yeah. Keeping that pip ham strong.
Bye, Jester. Good night.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
We love you, Jester. That's some money. Ooh, I can get just enough to get a Black Knight. Oh. But I really wanted that Panther. Fuck. Ooh, I want that Panther, but the Black Knight is just so much smarter of a play. Oh, did they drop any double heat sinks? No, damn it. Ah, it's hard to pass up a Black Knight. This is a good mech. You can do a lot with that. But these are so fun. Oh. Fuck. Can't do it. I'll find another one. They're cheap. I'll find another one. Initiate a retaliatory strike against House Steiner. We're going to have to do that next time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to do that next time. So, thank you very much. Coming out here and enjoying a nice little, like, chill night stream again. I like doing these with you guys.
It's fun.
You seem to like it as well, because people keep watching them. And it's just more Mechwarrior, you know, it's kind of on brand for us. Dove chocolate tastes better than their soap. Thank you, Blue Gentleman, for that.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, thank
thanks
you.
for spending some time with us and listening to my mad ramblings as I drifted further and further into a...
As we're like sleepwalking. Hang on.
Yeah.
Kitty? He's not here. I'd like pull him up and be like, say goodbye. But no, we're just gonna go.
Okay.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Sleep well.